Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laetitia, and in this video I will be sharing my top postpartum essentials. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So I wrote a list of all my essentials right here, so if you see me looking down, that is why. So let's just get into this. The first one is the Frida Mom bottle. I will be linking every item that I will be sharing in this video down in the description box. That one. So the position that you're going to be taking once you go to the bathroom is going to really just make or break that experience. I cried several times just to go to number one. Like really, it really hurt. I was lucky that I didn't have any issue with number two, but like number one just was so painful. It was such a sharp pain that I cried. I didn't even cry from my birth, and I had a natural birth, but like number one just hurt so bad, and having that bottle really helped with the pain. So basically it's going to help you just clean it up. And because you're going to be using like lukewarm to cold water, it's just going to help numb the pain a little bit. So I would definitely advise that you get that. You're going to be using this for a long time. And also I like that one, so you can get any one really, but I like that one because of the angle. That way you don't have to bend over too bad. But one piece of advice that I would give you, so I actually read that on a comment section. I don't remember which one, which video I watched it had that advice, and I really wish I did, because I really would love to thank that person. But for anybody who doesn't know, so something that really helped me with the pain down there. So for the first few days I suffered so bad that I cried, and I was like, I don't want to cry just because I'm peeing, you know. So I wanted to find a solution, and finally I found that solution thanks to that comment. So what she said was that I would just need to bend over, so you pull your butt like as far as you can on the seat, all right? And then you just bend over until you actually can touch the floor, right? And then you pee, and while you're peeing you actually use the peri bottle and like squeeze it to get that like cold water while you know, you're doing your thing. And that position helped me so much. Like I didn't even feel the pain anymore, because basically nothing was touching the stitches. So if you are in pain right now going to the bathroom, or if you want to get ready, just let me know if that worked out for you. It really worked out for me, and I'm just so thankful for that comment. I hope it can help you out. The next ones are the Depends. So I've heard so many women saying that they hated those, that they felt so uncomfortable, and that they just rather would use pads. Let me tell you, that was the opposite for me. I used the Depends for the first 2 weeks, I think, and then I switched to pads. The Depends were so comfortable. Like, yes, I look like a granny, you know, I did not look sexy or whatever, but who cares? Like, I was literally postpartum. I had just given birth to my baby. Like, I was not trying to look cute. I was just trying to feel comfortable and heal as fast as I could. And those Depends just made it so much easier for me. I felt very, very comfortable. I didn't have to think about it. It was just such an easy transition. And then when I had to use the pads, because I heard everybody say, oh, it's so much better to use the pads, like you just use the pads. So I only bought Depends for 2 weeks, and then I used pads, and I used the like largest pads ever. Like I had never seen those before. But even though they were really big, to me it was very uncomfortable, especially because of the stitches. Like the pad would kind of move in my underwear, and it was just very, very uncomfortable. It even actually like created an issue for me at some point that I could have actually avoided had I just used Depends. So for me, when I have another child, God willing, I will definitely be using Depends only until I'm completely done with the bleeding. So yeah, the Depends were absolutely essential for me. So let's move on to the third one now. So the third one was actually given to me by my birth center, so I guess hospital would also provide that type of product, and it was a numbing gel. So I think it was lidocaine or something, not sure exactly, but that one I would put every night and every morning, and it really helped. It's going to be a bit swollen on that side of your body, of course, like you just like pushed out a baby from there, and if you have stitches it's even worse. So having that numbing gel is going to just give you some relief very quickly. So I used that for I think a month, and after a month I didn't need it anymore. I think I actually finished the bottle, but that was so useful, like it really helped. I know lots of people like the tucks. I tried those, but honestly I didn't like them. I didn't like having that um, very like wet damp feeling under there. I didn't like it at all, so I still have the box full of the tucks. Lots of people love those, but I liked the gel better. Like you just put it where you need it, and it's going to give you some relief quite fast. So definitely get yourself some gel if that wasn't given to you. So the next one would be a belly band. So I personally loved using the belly band. It was quite difficult for me to find the time to put it on because I was sitting down a lot, and having that belly band while you're sitting and while you're breastfeeding is not very comfortable, but it really helped me with my back because it's just going to keep you you know, very nice posture. That was the last thing on my mind. That is so important that you take care of your back at any time, but especially at that time, because you're gonna have so many aches in your body. You don't need to add that one. So having a belly band is going to help with your belly, just keeping everything in place, putting back everything in place also, but it's going to help with your back and just having a nice posture. So I would try and wear it for at least 4 hours a day, which sometimes I would forget, but honestly after 8 weeks of wearing the belly band I really felt like I felt so much better. Then the next one is actually a big water bottle. That's especially for breastfeeding mamas, because breastfeeding is going to take so much. Like I felt thirsty all of the time, and I am not the type to feel thirsty. Like I used to forget to drink before having my baby. Like throughout my entire life I was not the type of person to be always drinking. Like I would have to remember, or my husband would have to say, hey, you need to drink, you need to drink. But once I had my baby, especially during the first 2-3 months, maybe also because she was born in June, so my postpartum happened during the summer and we had so many heat waves, but also because I was breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is going to make you very thirsty, so I definitely advise that you have something like that. That way you just fill it in the morning and you always have it right next to you when you need it. So the next essentials for me were nursing pads. So I don't use them anymore because I think my supply is now kind of under control and I kind of know what to do if there's any leak. But at first my boobs would leak like crazy. It was just like a fountain of milk, and the only way that I found to like get it under control was just to get those nursing pads. So I would wear them 24/7. To be honest, I would wear them at night and I would wear them during the day, and it really made a difference. That way I could just go out and not having milk all over the place. I personally decided to get washable nursing pads. That way it would be more eco-friendly and economical, honestly. But you don't, I mean, you do you. I found that at some point it was kind of difficult to sustain because I needed them so much, and it's so weird, like you keep them on and then at some point they start smelling like cheese. It's just the worst thing. Like I never expected that, but at least I knew that I would not like throw them out. I just needed to get them in the washer and then they would be good to go. So definitely get yourself some nursing pads if you are deciding to nurse. So the next one would be lanolin. People would say that breastfeeding is hard. I would say it's very challenging at first. At least it was for me. It was my first time and I was trying to figure it out, and at some point like my nipple was starting to hurt a little bit. So what I did was put some lanolin on there, and it really helped to give you some relief very quickly. I don't use it that much anymore because we found our rhythm, we found our routine and the best positions. But at first, that lanolin cream really helped me keep that area soft, pain-free, or at least less painful. And I would definitely advise that you buy some. I just bought like a very small tube, and I still have it 5 months later. The next one for me is a nursing bra. So actually I have several. I think I have 6 or 7. That way I can actually rotate throughout the week. I tried using my old bras, but the thing is, like, they don't fit anymore. Like my boobs are so much bigger. My chest maybe is bigger, I don't know, but they just feel not that comfortable to me anymore, and I don't want to have to buy new bras that aren't made for nursing. Really, I love the fact that you can just unbuckle it and then you just give it to your baby. You just give your boob to your baby. To me, is the best type of bra. Of course you can deal without a nursing bra. I did it for a few days when I had to buy new nursing bras because I didn't have enough. And honestly, I always found that the nursing bras were just so much better, more comfortable, easier to use when you want to breastfeed. So I would definitely advise that you get some, at least a few. That way you can, you know, compare the two and see if you like it better. To me, it made the biggest difference. So that is it, guys. These are the items that have been absolutely essential, or at least very useful, in the last few months. Let me know if you bought anything else, or if you found anything that was very useful for your own postpartum. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely go ahead and subscribe, like the video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye, guys.